Hey, hey everyone. Is Bob there from down under or south of the border or wherever you are this week?
Down under would be Australia.
It would be. It would be. But you are certainly south of the border. Hey guys, and Michael
I,
coming to you from New Hope, Pennsylvania. I moved into the
and
house.
I'm on the rooftop bar of Via Azul Hotel in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
You know, it's funny. You left the country. You left Pennsylvania, and we've had the most beautiful weather since
I
you've
heard.
left. It was 82 degrees today. It's going to be 83 tomorrow. And I don't know what it's like down there, but I'm not hating it.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful. I got off the plane and they said it was 81 degrees. I'm like, that's really nice, but they didn't tell you about the humidity, so it's really like 90. But it's perfect. It's absolutely beautiful. And then here's the other thing: is that I said, well, it's busy, but it's not crazy. That was yesterday, and then this morning somebody said, oh, but this weekend is Passover and Easter weekend, and it's going to get crazy. And by the time, no luck, okay. And by the time the afternoon came, the beach was mobbed. It's absolutely packed here.
Well,
So
it is. It's still a little bit, on the spring break side, right? So you're going to get that element too. But there's a lot of people watching, and tonight's going to be a little different because you are, thousands of miles away, and we had to sort of put this together, the show, and it's all new material, by the way. It's all new. You haven't seen any of it before. But we put it together this week, including like me doing a really last minute song as you were like running out to Odette's on Saturday. So this is how we did it during the pandemic, right? All these.
well, it is. It's a combination of how we did it during the pandemic and how we did it in 2021. So there's like some of these numbers. I like Leslie is in Oklahoma, and Valerie's in New York. So like these were done virtually, like we did in 2020. But then the other singers all came in and filmed. We actually did a live shoot in the studio, and there's actually like two numbers with different locations than you've ever seen on the show before. So we'll talk about that as it goes on too. But this whole show was not live in Mexico because they're not all here. I'm looking around, but I don't see any of them. I don't think
Am I
anybody
allowed
showed
to
up.
talk about this? Am I allowed to talk about why I'm sitting at your piano in the house?
Well, you're in the house. Okay, you're not. You're in the Kauai from the studio because the new piano is in the studio, and that won't be debuted till next weekend once it gets tuned and it's being worked on while I'm away.
Right.
But
So
we'll be debuting a very.
if anybody follows me on Facebook, they know we have one piano too many right now. So if anybody's looking to buy a piano, please reach out to Bob.
Well, I was very lucky to be offered to be the new owner of a Steinway B, and from 1966, which arrived last Friday. And my wonderful piano tuner and technician has already started work on it, and it's going to be in tip-top shape in the next couple of weeks. But it'll be debuted on next week's Cy Coleman show. But anyway, we'll talk more about that as we get into next week's show, and you get to hear it for the first time. And I hope I don't lose connection because the internet's not as good here as it is back home. But we have a great show planned for you tonight with a little bit of everything and some singers that you haven't seen in a long time. And I'm just looking at the list, just a neat list of songs. So, well, why don't we start with should we start, Michael? You ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm going to rely on you to say hello to a lot of people because, unfortunately, the best signal I have is from my cell phone.
Well, I can do that right now if you want to do that before we go to the first video. There's a lot of people.
I'll give you a chance during the first performance to take hold of who we want to say hi to. I just can't see who's there because I can
see them all. I can see them all.
But anyway.
Including Steve Long's dig on my shirt. He doesn't like my shirt.
Doesn't like the shirt now because it's not nearly as fabulous as the ones I wear, right?
No, he likes your shirt.
Of course he does. Of course he does. You're just seen some of the ones that. Oh wait, and look who's here with me. Speaking of this is Mr. Eddie Bruce himself.
Yeah.
Legendary band leader, singer, an institution in Philadelphia. Now I can call you an institution.
I think I'm in an institution.
In an institution, being away with me on vacation for a week.
Bob, I haven't hung out with. What's his name? Michael. I haven't hung out with him in a long time. This long.
7 years. So
I'm really.
Now you know how tiring it is.
Really, I give you credit.
We're ecstatic. We decided on the beach when we realized it was Easter and Passover weekend that I need to find. Was it?
They can't see me. Okay.
Was it? I need to find Our Lady of Margarita church on Sunday, and he needs to find Bethel burrito on Saturday.
Zishin Pesach to all of my Jewish friends in the United States of America.
Well, this is the perfect segue into our first performer and first song.
It is.
Because she is this close to having a margarita in her song. And it's one of our favorite singers.
A song appropriately named that both Frank Sinatra and Patsy Cline wonderfully covered.
My Way?
No, not My Way. Please welcome singing South of the Border, Valerie Miles Capolongo.
South of the border, down Mexico way. That's where I fell in love when stars above came out to play. And as I wander, my thoughts never stray.
What that means then.
South of the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace. Just for a tender while I kissed the smile upon her face. For it was fiesta, and we were so gay. South of the border, down Mexico way. Then she sighed as I whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. And I lied as I whispered mañana, because tomorrow never came. South of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white in candlelight, she knelt to pray. The mission bells told me that I mustn't stay. South of the border, down Mexico way. And then she sighed as I whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. And I lied as I whispered mañana, for our tomorrow never came. South of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white by candlelight, she knelt to pray. The mission bells told me that I mustn't stay. South of the border, down Mexico way.
I kind of dig that.
I know, it's fun, right?
Yeah, and I am not south of the border.
Well, I haven't been in Mexico since the late 80s in Acapulco, which is very different than where I am right now. And it's really nice here. It's been really great. The weather's nice. Everybody's happy. And I had no idea it was such a foodie town. And it's not just, tacos and burritos. It's like the food here is amazing. Fantastic. Amazing. And everybody is extremely nice. So,
speaking of nice people, there's lots of nice people checking. Lots of nice people checking
Great.
in, and maybe some not so nice. I don't know. I haven't met all of them.
No, I heard about some of the comments.
Yeah, but I'm seeing Richard Runge and Lorraine Stahl, Beth Hansen, Bill Tomer, Paul and Paul from Asbury, from New Jersey, Michelle Mercado, Jane Stevens, Patricia A. Hey, Patricia. Michelle Mercado, I mentioned Philip Capolongo. Wonder why he's watching. Good to see you out there. Ed McLaughlin, Mike McHenry, Penny Cats.
Penny Cats is on the show.
Dottie Rudnick, Rebecca Garfine, Andrea Erickson, Kathy Messman, Karen Clayton, who was just her birthday, Linda Kaplan, your cousin Patty, Fred White, hey Fred, Lorelei Pepe, Debbie Gwynn, hey Debbie, Vincent Dorado out in Chicago, Steve Long, who I've already mentioned, is he down in Florida? He's in Florida, right?
Boynton Beach.
Yeah. Aileen O'Neill Stahl, who's in the show tonight. Patty Clark.
She's
Patty.
next.
Hi, Patty. Judy Jones. Oh, it's when I do this, I see everybody. You never see these people. Julian Ken. Eddie Bruce. What's Eddie Bruce doing watching this show? Good Lord.
He's watching the show.
Becky DiCarlo. Bill Souder. I think Michael and Bennett Lee. Cindy Porter. Heather McLaughlin. Oh, well, she's in the show too. Politea. Hey, Politea. Ward, Leslie Perkel. Lots of people watching. Marjorie. Look at all these people checking in. Bob. Kimberly Arnott Weidman.
And Mary Helen Mars is there in Tyler, Texas, and Jan Ellen Farmer.
Yes.
So
it's amazing.
All right, well,
right?
We'll come back to more people in a little bit, right?
Crazy. There's so many names. Yes. So this next song is actually by one of the people who I just mentioned. And
yeah,
I love, whenever she does something for the show, she always puts on face. I can always tell when she's done her homework, because when she's done, she puts a picture of all the props or anything she used for that show on Facebook, along with a glass of something.
Aileen, that's Aileen.
It's Aileen O'Neill.
Right. Well, she's singing one of my absolute, not just one of my absolute favorite songs in the world, but certainly my favorite Beatles song. So please welcome Aileen O'Neill Stahl doing the Beatles song "In My Life."
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some are gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with loves and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and loves, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. I know I'll never ever lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them, but in my life, I love you more. And of all these friends
That was so beautiful, Aileen.
Just
I
lovely.
love that song, don't you?
Oh, it's
Don't you,
gorgeous.
Rachel?
Gorgeous song. I was like trying to figure out what key you were in.
Oh, one I've never played that song in. It was, I think, B flat. I'm not sure.
B flat, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was sitting
I'm
over
pretty sure. But it's
B flat.
It's. Anyways, this is a beautiful song. Thank you for doing that, Aileen, and thank you for being on our show tonight. And I got to see during that, I got to see some more names and people out there. Oh my God, I love that you all check in every time.
Oh, there's so many
and
people.
listen,
Amazing.
I was just going to tell you, before the thing is, as we are on, the sun is starting to set. So because of the way I'm doing this, I'm going to be able to, by the end of the show, show you the sunset.
Oh.
So, and let me say shout out to, I just saw that Andrea Erickson's here too, and Molly Watson and Barry Reed and Kathy Mestman and Patricia from South Jersey, Patricia's Door. And anyway, you don't have a part. Where's your little gang? My sister's Eileen. Hi, Eileen.
You know, I just came from work. I was at I don't want to say too much.
I
was at a tasting. Yeah, I was at a tasting for something by a very really good chef. And so I barely made it here.
You're full. So you're full. That's what's meant.
Well, I can't tell you the courses. We had so many courses and so much wine, but yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'll tell you all about it later.
And I have a margarita in a cardboard cup because I'm in an area that you can't have glass. But Oscar at Sapphire Beach Club made me a wonderful margarita with mezcal, tequila, and but it doesn't taste the same in cardboard. Anyway,
nothing.
So the next song is particularly appropriate for tonight. You hear me okay still?
Yes, I can. I've never met the singer. Have I?
Oh, Meg McCann sings with me at the shore. She's lovely. I do so many wonderful songs with her, and you will get to meet her at some point. And she came over to my place in Asbury last weekend, and we got to record this song because especially for tonight's show. And when you hear it, I think you'll know why. Meg McCann.
Oh, this is one of my favorite songs, Bésame Mucho, which means kiss me a lot, a lot. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Miedo perderte después. Quiero tenderte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Bésame como si. Just like that.
Mwah.
May! Ha ha!
That was
Olay!
great. That was great. I love that.
Isn't that fun? I couldn't imagine not having that song on tonight's show. It's just perfect. I started singing that to the woman that manages the hotel. She was hysterical. I said, we're going to be doing the show on the roof tonight, but we're going to be singing. And we started singing. She was like, oh, my God.
And then we're on the beach today.
And then we're on the beach. And then a guy comes down dressed in like mariachi gear. And he puts a little speaker on the beach. And he started singing that. And I did a little film of that, too. But I didn't know how to get it to Christian in time to put on the show tonight.
Is that going to be your new
Maybe
gig as mariachi band leader?
Yeah. I just auditioned and, well, we'll talk about that later.
It's supposed to get hot in here. The stink bugs are trying to get out of the house.
Anything to get out of the house?
The stink bugs are trying to get out of this. It's hot in here. It's hot tonight. I'm not used to April.
Well, let them all out. I heard it's 80 degrees. Someone else sent me a message today. Said, you're down there and it's only like a couple degrees cooler here.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, but the music.
So there were a couple of the things. The what?
We have some hot music tonight, and then we have some very traditional things like these songs coming up. I don't know if you were going to talk about the fact that we have 2 songs on the show by Oscar Hammerstein.
By Rodgers and Hammerstein. We just had, that was a coincidence. We almost had a third one too, but
we did.
not
I
tonight.
do that.
But anyway, so this next song, actually, I did film this the next day after Meg came over. But Johnny Minotti is back to sing another great song by Rodgers and Hammerstein, and one I always like to say from my mother's favorite musical, South Pacific. So here's Johnny Minotti.
Thank you so much, Bob, for working on this song with me. It's become one of my favorites. I touch your hand and my arms grow strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June are the gentle lips you gave me. Gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me. And when your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart, as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you. And when your youth and your joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you.
Great job, Johnny. I don't know where Bob is. I'm looking at his ceiling. I think he lost it. You know, I don't know how people do this, Christian, with the delay. It's just crazy, right? You know, just crazy. Oh, here comes Bob again.
Yeah, because I can't. It's a long story, but where I'm watching, Johnny was still in the middle of the song, and I didn't know he finished. Anyway, that was beautiful, John.
I understand how, like, I know that we're just on some crazy little internet program, right? That basically, you know, it runs through a browser. But can you imagine? I have a great appreciation now for all these like live events where they're like in 7 different places, like our news program, CNN Now live from Japan, and then they're going to Poland, and then like, oh God, I have such appreciation for that because this is hard. This is not easy. You're not in the same room as me. I don't like it.
I know it's really tricky, right? And Christian is running our show from Oregon, so talk about Mexico, Oregon, Pennsylvania.
Trust me, my 3,000-mile connection with Christian is stronger than the one I have with you right now in Mexico.
Well, not much I can do about that.
No.
But anyway, so the next performer is coming to us from Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is a neat little pairing. This is a little pairing of 2 songs that Leslie and I actually did together 33 years ago at Odette's in a cabaret that she did. And I didn't even remember that we did it. I knew that she did the second song. The second song in this pairing is a song that a lot of people, when they hear it, they always go, what is that? Well, it's actually a song that Neil Sedaka wrote. And the only person known to have ever recorded it was this wonderful singer named Jane Oliver. And I had paired it with Leslie with a wonderful song from, I think it was Little Me, Cy Coleman, I believe, right? I'm pretty sure it's from Little Me, and it's called Poor Little Hollywood Star.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And so it's a nice plug for our Cy Coleman show.
Yes, so next week is Cy Coleman. And so this is a Cy Coleman song paired with a song by Neil Sedaka. Go figure. And singing it is the wonderful and beautiful Leslie Purcell.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be back. It's been a bit. I'm excited to be doing a medley tonight that Bob and I did in 1989. And I did some cabaret shows at Odette's, and it was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. He's wonderful to work with, as you all know. He put this medley together, and it's the one that stuck in my mind. I always remembered. And then recently he sent me VHS videos from the shows. He still had them. Couldn't believe it. It was a lot of fun to watch them. And when I listened to this again, I said, I just have to do this medley again. I hope that you enjoy it as much as I enjoy performing it. Carefully dressed, carefully coached, diamond braceleted, emerald brooched, just to be loved from afar. Poor little Hollywood star, one of the rare, one of the great, everyone's idol, but nobody's mate. Poor little fairy tale queen, how do you fill the void under that celluloid sheen? Smile for your fans, live for your art. What if nobody gives that for your heart? This is the very last stop. stream. Give me one more chance at the midway. Let me laugh and be gay as a clown. Give me back the world I remember. One more ride on the merry-go-round. I do my shopping in Paris. My clothes are only Dior. There's money to buy friends and lovers. I wonder if that's what it's for. 'Cause when I go to my bedroom and stare at my hand-painted sky, I think of a world far behind me, a world that no money can buy. Give me one more chance at the midway. Let me laugh and be gay as a clown. Give me back the world I remember. One more ride on the merry-go-round. La 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 la. Give me back the world I remember. One more ride on the merry-go-round. Now as I look at the future, I feel so close to the past. I'm so afraid of tomorrow, wondering which one is the last. Here in the cold of the winter, I cling to a fragment of May. I trade the world and its treasures for a moment of one yesterday. Give me one more chance at the midway. Let me laugh and be gay as a clown. Give me back the world I remember. One more ride on the merry-go-round. La 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 la. Give me back the world I remember. One more ride on the merry-go-round.
Wonderful, Leslie. I love
love
that
that.
song.
I love that pairing too, by the way, Bob.
I always love that song, and I think I've only ever taught that song to 3 people ever. Leslie was probably the first one. Jane Arthur was the second one, and Marie Scuderi was the third. And that's ever in 40 years that I've known that song. But thank you so much, Leslie. Thanks for doing it and bringing a little Neil Sedaka and Jane Oliver to Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
They needed it there.
It's a great time to thank everybody out there for watching this show, continuing to watch it, supporting through your tips on Venmo and PayPal, and for everything you've done for Bob in particular over this past 2 years and counting. And we're still here. We're still doing our show even when Bob's away. That's kind of crazy. Who would have thought?
So we don't want to miss. That's the point. No matter where we are, we want to do it, even if it means. Listen, I watched American Idol the other night. They weren't actually in Hawaii. I mean, they taped the show 3 days before. You know that. There was no way they did that live because Ryan was on Ryan and Kelly, and there's no way he could have gotten out there to do that.
You know, we kind of could have taped this. They wouldn't have known.
No, I won't do that. I won't do that. We'll do it live, even if I'm like, I don't know, wherever.
I'm just saying they wouldn't have known.
But thank you.
You'd be thanking people who were here anyway, right?
But thank you all so much. Thank you for all your contributions and stuff. It is still really so important to keep the show going. There is no one carrying the weight for this. It is all each and every one of you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's why we can keep doing this week after week after week. And we plan to keep doing it. And May 3rd is our 2-year anniversary. And I can't believe it's 2 years. And I have lost track of how many hundreds of shows now we've had. But we're going to do many more. I have many new singers coming up that have never been on the show that new people keep finding out about it and want to be on it. And we welcome you all. And I'm so excited about some of the new ones coming on.
I know. And speaking of a new singer, we have a new singer tonight. And
yes, and yeah.
And this singer is somebody that you know, but maybe
Or
would never.
you don't know, but you know.
But you know, because he's coming.
He's sort of like, if you watch Ryan and Kelly, he's Gelman, right?
He is kind of Gelman, yeah, yeah.
He's Gelman. But anyway, he is running our show every week.
Yeah.
And we absolutely love him. And his name is Christian Hawkins. And this is a song, we don't usually do original material, but I am making a total exception tonight because Christian wrote this. I played the piano on it. And we're excited he's in Oregon, and we're excited that pretty soon we hope that he'll be living out on the East Coast, closer to all of us, the rest of us. So without further ado, I get to say it once, right? Without further ado, please welcome Christian Hawkins.
It hurts the worst when you don't touch me. You scream the loudest when we don't speak. You're never as far away as when you're lying next to me. So I'll be the map that helps you guide your way. Sky. I'll be your North Star tonight. You're never in love alone. I'll help you find your way home. I'll be your North Star tonight. Easy to love, harder to trust. Someone in the sky is guiding us from above. There's no giving up when the heart's not enough. I'll swallow my pride, love you with my mind. And when it's dark and you can't see, when it's hard to believe that I'll never leave, no, I'll be the strength to find our way, to find our way. I'll be the North Star in your sky. I'll be your North Star tonight. You're never in love alone. I'll help you find your way home. I'll be your North Star tonight. Like a compass, love will guide us. Like a compass, love will guide us. You're never in love alone. I'll help you find your way home. Find your way home. I'll be that North Star in your sky. I'll be your North Star tonight. Ooh, you're never in love alone. I'll help you find your way home. I will be your North Star tonight. Your North Star tonight. Your North Star tonight. Your North Star tonight.
Christian.
I love that.
Oh my God, I'm like getting all teary-eyed watching it. It's so emotional, so beautiful. I had no idea like that Christian could sing like that either.
That's great.
None of us did.
Everything about that was great. I loved it. I loved it.
Everything about it was so great. And you, our audience, you were the first people to ever hear that. That was its debut.
That was his debut.
That whole production was just finished today. So I'm glad to be an honor to be a part of it, Christian. Thank you. Can you say hi to everybody real quick, Christian?
Thank you for sharing that, Christian. Say hello. Take a bow.
Thank you, guys.
There he is.
I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me do that.
We love you, Christian, and thank you for picking us to be the debut.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys letting me do that for my family. So thank you.
We'll do it. You got it. Anything for you. So you have it.
Amazing. There you go. So what an amazing night so far. We've had some great performances. Well, they've all been great performances.
Yeah,
but,
we have more left too.
And there's going to be more performances in the coming weeks. We have a really good schedule, Bob. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, next week, as I said, was Cy Coleman. And in the Cy Coleman show, we have Cy Coleman show is going to be mostly all live guests. We had Ted Jamison here live, Lori Hinson, Penny Katz. Oh, well, not all live. I'm sorry. Bill Tomer is going to be here with us too. But then we also have Tony Ruggieri, Jack Sabatino, and Penny Katz on the show as well. And you. And that's going to be great. And
I love Cy Coleman. He is a true, somebody talk about somebody who crossed over being a Broadway composer, but also composing some amazing standards that people like Frank Sinatra made into huge hits. What an amazing
great hits. So many, like Witchcraft and a couple of the songs that are going to be on the show that I don't want to like spoil, but that were not in Broadway shows. But I had no idea Cy Coleman wrote so many songs that had nothing to do with Broadway. And I realized one of the only Broadway shows, we're covering City of Angels, Wildcat, Little Me, Sweet Charity, but we're not covering Will Rogers Follies. So I think there's a song in there that I know what I'm going to make you sing.
Oh, I think I know what it is. We'll see.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll
Maybe
do.
We'll help you with it because it's.
All right.
That's actually my least favorite of all those musicals.
It is? Oh.
It is.
Well, it was a fun musical, though.
So many musicals that he wrote that I just adore. That's
So you're in for a good time that night because you're going to know all the songs in the show. You will know all the songs in the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's move on to the next song. We did say that we had one more song by Rodgers and Hammerstein.
We did.
And that is coming up right now because Bob Dodona is with us to do a song that you all know from The King and I. So please welcome Bob.
No, you're out of order. You're out of order, Mr. Egan. Yes. Our next song is from our wonderful student, Alex Warnikowski.
That wasn't on the list you gave me, but okay, sure.
It is if you read your notes. So
I'm reading it.
I'm looking right at it. You skipped right over him. After Christian Hawkins, whatever. We're how many thousand miles are we away? Maybe my notes didn't get to you. It's possible.
So, all right. Never mind.
But you talk about the show because we work on this song with him. I really love Alex's taste in music because he chooses things that are challenging and interesting and unexpected. And this was unexpected. And I every time I leave a lesson with Alex, this song is stuck in my head.
Alex has come a long way, and he is just terrific. And it's funny, when the camera goes on and we go to make our shoot, he just comes to life, and he is such a pro. And I see an amazing future for him. And so this is our second time he is your student. And here he is, Alex Warnikowski.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, moment before I go. 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears, and nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swear you moved overseas, and that's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie, you still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we're sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to admit that everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I guess I still care. Do you still care? It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad I'm getting old. It makes me reckless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young.
Good. Wow, that was good.
So how do you?
Alex.
That was great. That was great.
I know. It's such a nice song. It's one of my favorite Adele songs.
He's amazing, and Alex is just come such a long way. And you know what was also amazing about him? He's so smart. He's studying like Japanese and Korean and all these Asian languages, and he likes to sing. He's in Korean, and he brings these songs in that Bob has to play on these lead sheets from Korea.
So I play in Korea now too.
You're playing Korean now, but what's funny about them is they're very catchy. They're like little earworms.
They're very catchy songs.
They're like little earworms, and it's like they get stuck in there. But anyway, Alex did a great job. Thank you, Alex, for doing that. I know we put him on the spot.
Looking forward to the next time.
Yeah,
looking forward to the next time already. And I want to say hi to Sue and Greg, his parents, who are watching as well. And I saw that Jane Arthur's watching, and Jane Arthur is a wonderful singer, and she complimented you on your singing, Alex. And you know what? So many of the people watching the show are all performers, and it's so amazing that you all support each other and give such support. Yeah, and so thanks for sending Alex love also. I appreciate that. I want to say hi. Also, I see that James and Dan and Dee, all from Whitehorse Village, are out there too. And Laura Castry and Diane Taggart and George and Donna and Sam and Happy and Ted and Kathy and Judy Jones and Jean Jaco. I want to say hello to you and happy birthday in advance because your birthday's on Sunday and I won't be there to see you for it. But happy birthday, Jean, and also hello to Gretchen and Catherine and Ed as well. So moving along, so we stay on time.
Yeah,
now
we're just 2 weeks away from the Wheel Show.
The Wheel Show is going to be a very unusual, special night and one you do not want to miss.
You do not. I mean, I'm already getting like notes from Panic Singers asking if they can phone a friend. And I'm not making that up, by the way. And the whole thing of the Wheel Show is it's not to be perfect, right? We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for camaraderie and fun and the unexpected. And I can't wait for this show. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. The list of songs, there's 24 songs. And whatever the wheel lands on, one of these singers has to sing.
There are a couple surprises.
Could be really interesting.
Yep. It is going to be interesting.
Oh, so I'm going to tell you right now in advance that after this next song, you're going to get to see sunset here at Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So here we go. Now, Bob Dodona singing a song from The King and I.
I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be. I have dreamed every word you whisper when you're close to me. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the view. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by you. How you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the view. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you, loved by you. I will love being loved by you.
Very nice, Bob.
Beautiful, Bob. Beautiful.
Love that song. I never get sick of that song. And here we are. Sunset is just upon us here in lovely Puerto Vallarta. As you can see, I don't know, it's just hard to kind of show all, but you got the idea.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You got the idea.
Gorgeous.
And it's perfect to introduce the next song because it's you, Michael.
It
and
is.
You're doing a song. I'm not jumping in.
Oh.
The truth is, I do have a bathing suit on, but not. Eddie said, "Well, just take your shirt off and jump in the pool." I'm not doing that on the show. But anyway,
That's because tell Eddie he has to keep this sense of refinement that he's developed over the many years of doing this show.
Well, I will. Okay. Anyway, it is beautiful here, and it's very cool right now. Nice. Hi, Kathy Brzezinski. Hi, McHenry. And anyway, I'm glad I didn't lose signal yet. And hi, Linda. Anyway, Michael, you have the perfect song for this moment. So here's Michael doing a wonderful song from Pen, Corner of the Sky. Done. Nice, Michael. I'll look at you. I was trying to
in the dining room.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was nice doing a song in there, filming that. I'm being photobombed. Can you tell?
I see.
Eddie bought a hat on the beach.
Why not?
Let's see your hat, Eddie.
He looks like he belongs on a coffee can.
I'm not a hat guy. Look at the hair.
That's why you wear a hat, to cover up the hair. Anyway, it is really beautiful here, and it is really sweet. And anyway, so wow, is there anything else I want to say before I introduce the last song?
No, I think we're back next week, and so with a great show. Until then, we only have one song left tonight, and this is another singer who I think she's only been on the show once before, correct? And it was a duet. Am I mistaking it? Yeah, she did a wonderful duet from Assassins last time she was on the show. She happened to come out here to the house on Saturday and put down 2 tracks. This was one of them, and I love this song. This is a great song. I did not know this.
It's a great song. And I tried to do this with her virtually back in 2020, and we couldn't get it together. It was just hard to do without having her there. So, and I see her all the time. I get to play for Heather in Asbury Park. So it was really great to be able to do this with her live. So technically, everybody here for the show is live tonight.
They did perform live. That's true. They did
perform live. So anyway, before I introduce Heather too, I want to thank John Richardson from the Virtual Piano Bar Network and Christian Hawkins and Eddie Bruce. And he doesn't even drink. We're going out for margarita. I will. Never mind. Anyway. Thank you all for being with us tonight. And anyway,
Bob,
I'll say,
did you have a picture that you wanted to? Christian just reminded me. I didn't know about this.
Yes. I'm sorry. So, Christian, I want you to put up this picture. So, this is a picture of Heather, who's the next singer, and Aileen O'Neill Stahl, who sang earlier in the show. They were in a show called the 1940s Radio Hour many years ago. And can you believe that they both happened to be in tonight's show, and they were in a show together many years ago? And Aileen just found this picture this morning for me. Crazy. So you saw Aileen earlier. Now please welcome Heather McLaughlin.
I've discovered the secret of happiness is learning how to glide. I've discovered the secret of happiness is just enjoy the ride. Don't let the journey be tainted by pride. And I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to mourn the past. I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to run too fast. You can still beat them by coming in last, 'cause the secret of happiness is, I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to be afraid. I've discovered the secret of happiness is all illusions fade. Don't fear the future, you'll just be delayed, 'cause the secret of happiness is living in the now, living in the time it takes to blink. I think is how we're meant to be living. I've discovered the secret of happiness is following my will. I've discovered the secret of happiness is that we can run that hill. Happiness comes when we learn to be still, and the secret of happiness is, the secret of happiness is clear. The secret of happiness is near. The secret of happiness is here.
So nice, Heather.
Fantastic. The secret of happiness is Valerie and Aileen and Meg and Johnny and Leslie and Christian and Alex and Bob and Heather. They made the show tonight.
And you, Michael Troutman, for all your work on the videos for the show. Since tonight, you had a lot of work for tonight's show.
And you too, Bob.
Just showing everyone. But anyway, thank you for joining us as I'm Mike on the road doing the show. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Michael, for everything. And I look forward to seeing you all next week for some Cy Coleman music. Have a great week.
Back here. Have a great week, everyone.
Okay. Thank you. I'll be back. Thanks, love. Take care, everyone.